Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever wondered what men actually notice about women? I'm not talking about the obvious things like physical appearance or fashion choices. I mean the little subtle details that often go completely unnoticed by women but stand out to men in ways you wouldn't expect. Yes, gentlemen, you know what I'm talking about. And ladies, you might be surprised to learn that men pick up on things you never even think about. Scent is one of the most powerful triggers of memory and emotion. While women often assume men are primarily visual creatures, science has shown that smell plays a significant role in attraction and connection. A man might not consciously realize it, but he takes note of how you smell the moment you walk by or lean in close to speak. It's not just about the perfume you wear, though that can certainly leave an impression. It's also the natural fragrance of your skin, the subtle scent of your shampoo, or even the lotion you use after a shower. Sometimes it's something as simple as the fresh, clean smell of your clothes or the warmth of your natural body scent. These small details create a sensory memory that lingers in a man's mind long after you've left the room. Think about it. Have you ever walked past someone and instantly been reminded of a specific person because of their scent? That's exactly what happens with men. A certain fragrance can transport them back to a moment shared with you, whether it was a first date, a special hug, or even just a casual conversation. Some men even notice the difference between your daytime scent and your nighttime one. They recognize the contrast between a fresh, floral daytime perfume and the more sultry, musky fragrance you might wear in the evening. Even more fascinating, some men prefer the subtle, natural scent of your skin over any artificial fragrance because it feels more authentic and personal. The power of scent goes beyond attraction. It creates emotional bonds. Have you ever had someone say, "You always smell amazing," even when you weren't wearing perfume? That's because scent isn't just about what you apply. It's about the overall experience of being near you. So the next time you wonder if men notice your scent, the answer is absolutely yes. And chances are they're associating it with a feeling, a memory, and most importantly, you. You may not realize it, but men are silently watching how you react to the world around you. They notice how you handle stress, pressure, small inconveniences, and even how you treat strangers. These subtle cues tell them more about your personality and character than you might think. For example, imagine you're at a restaurant and your order comes out wrong. Do you calmly ask for it to be corrected, or do you get visibly irritated and make a scene? Men notice these moments because they reveal whether you have patience, composure, and grace under pressure. No one is perfect, and everyone gets frustrated sometimes, but how you handle those frustrations speaks volumes. Kindness is another major factor that men pay attention to, often without realizing it themselves. They take note of how you interact with waiters, cashiers, and even strangers. A simple thank you to a server, holding the door open for someone, or offering a warm smile to a passerby doesn't go unnoticed. These small acts of kindness can be incredibly attractive because they indicate the type of energy you bring into relationships and daily interaction. Beyond that, men also notice how you treat the people closest to you. How do you talk about your family and friends? Are you supportive and understanding, or do you frequently complain and criticize? The way you speak about others often reflects the way you might treat a partner in a relationship. Another key thing men pick up on is how you handle conflict. When disagreements arise, do you stay calm and try to communicate, or you become defensive and lash out? A man observing this will subconsciously think, how would she react if we ever had a disagreement? Conflict resolution is an essential part of any healthy relationship, so men instinctively pay attention to how you handle difficult conversations. Even your response to positive moments can make an impact. Do you celebrate small victories and show enthusiasm when something good happens? Do you cheer others on when they achieve something great? Or do you show jealousy and resentment? Men notice these behaviors because they reveal a lot about your mindset and emotional intelligence. At the end of the day, your reactions shape how men perceive you. Whether it's a moment of stress, an act of kindness, or the way you navigate challenges, men are constantly picking up on these cues, and believe me, it matters more than you realize. Laughter is one of the most powerful forms of connection, and men notice your laugh more than you think. It's not just the sound of it, it's the way it happens, the energy behind it, and the feeling it gives them when they hear it. A genuine, unfiltered laugh has a way of drawing people in, and men find it incredibly attractive when a woman laughs freely and naturally. Think about it, when you're truly laughing, you let your guard down. It's one of the rare moments when you're not overthinking or trying to present yourself in a certain way. Men love this because it shows confidence, authenticity, and joy. A real laugh, one that comes straight from the heart, makes you seem more approachable, warm, and fun to be around. Men also notice what makes you laugh. Your sense of humor tells them a lot about your personality. Do you have a sarcastic wit? Do you love silly, light-hearted jokes? Do you appreciate clever humor or dark comedy? Your reaction to different types of humor gives them insight into how compatible you might be. Another thing men pay attention to is how you laugh. Some people have a soft, sweet giggle, while others have an uncontrollable, loud burst of laughter. Some laugh so hard they snort, while others throw their head back and can't stop. The beauty of laughter is that it's unique to each person. Men often find themselves drawn to the way a woman laughs because it makes her stand out. It's something memorable, something they associate specifically with you. Beyond attraction, laughter creates emotional bonds. Men love being the reason a woman laughs because it gives them a sense of satisfaction and connection. If he can make you laugh, he feels like he's adding to your happiness. It reassures him that you enjoy his presence and appreciate his humor, which strengthens the emotional chemistry between you. Even the smallest moments matter. Maybe it's the way your eyes light up when you laugh, the way you cover your mouth when something is too funny, or how your whole body shakes when you're laughing uncontrollably. These little details might not seem important to you, but to a man who notices them, they become part of the reason he's drawn to you. At the end of the day, your laugh is more than just a sound. It's a reflection of your joy, your personality, and your ability to enjoy life. And trust me, men notice and they remember it. You may not realize it, but men are incredibly observant when it comes to the little things you do. Your small, unconscious habits that seem insignificant to you, but are incredibly memorable to them. These tiny details create an image of you in their minds, making you unique and unforgettable in ways you wouldn't expect. For example, have you ever caught yourself absent-mindedly tucking a strand of hair behind your ear while talking? Or maybe you play with your necklace when you're deep in thought. These subtle actions can be fascinating to men because they reveal something about you. Whether it's a nervous habit, a sign of confidence, or just part of your natural charm. Men also notice how you express yourself physically. The way you move your hands when you speak, how you tilt your head when you're listening intently, or even the way you smile when you're trying not to laugh. These are the little things that stick in their minds. They may not consciously realize it at first, but these habits make you stand out from everyone else. Another habit men tend to notice is how you react in certain situations. Do you bite your lip when you're concentrating? Do you scrunch your nose when something surprises you? Do you play with your fingers when you're nervous? These gestures might be completely normal to you, but men take mental notes of them without even trying. Sometimes it's the way you walk. Maybe you have a confident stride, or perhaps you do a little bounce when you're excited. Maybe you have a habit of tapping your fingers on the table when you're thinking, or twirling your drink straw when you're deep in conversation. These are the small, unique behaviors that make you you. And men pick up on them more than you think. One of the most powerful things about these little habits is that they create a sense of familiarity. The more time a man spends around you, the more these small details become ingrained in his mind. One day he might find himself smiling because he saw someone absent-mindedly playing with their hair, and it instantly reminded him of you. These quirks and gestures don't have to be intentional, and they don't have to be dramatic. They just have to be yours. Because at the end of the day, it's not always the big, bold moves that make someone memorable. Sometimes it's the tiny, seemingly unnoticeable things that leave the biggest impression. Confidence is one of the most magnetic traits a person can have, and men pick up on it almost instantly. It's not just about the way you look. It's about the way you carry yourself, how you interact with others, and even how you speak about yourself. Whether you radiate confidence or shy away from attention, men notice it, and it leaves a lasting impression. One of the first things men notice is your posture. Do you walk into a room with your head held high, shoulders back, and an air of self-assurance? Or do you shrink into the background, avoiding eye contact and hoping to go unnoticed? The way you present yourself physically speaks volumes about how you feel inside. A confident woman doesn't need to announce her presence. Her energy does it for her. She moves with purpose, takes up space unapologetically, and exudes a quiet but undeniable sense of self-worth. Men also notice how you speak. Do you talk clearly and with conviction, or do you hesitate and second-guess yourself? Confidence isn't about being the loudest in the room. It's about speaking with certainty, even in the smallest conversations. A woman who believes in what she's saying, who doesn't undermine herself with phrases like, "I don't know, I could be wrong," or "sorry, but," naturally commands respect. When you own your words and express yourself with clarity, men take notice. Another thing men pay attention to is how you handle attention. Some women embrace compliments with a simple thank you, while others deflect them with self-deprecating remarks. A confident woman doesn't downplay herself or brush off praise. She accepts it gracefully because she knows her worth. On the other hand, if a woman constantly criticizes herself, doubts her abilities, or speaks negatively about her appearance, men notice that too. It sends the message that she doesn't see her own value, and that lack of self-assurance can be more noticeable than she realizes. Men also observe how you handle challenges and setbacks. Confidence isn't about never failing. It's about how you respond when things don't go as planned. Do you dwell on your mistakes, or do you learn from them and move forward? Do you let fear of failure stop you from trying new things, or do you take risks and embrace challenges? A woman who faces obstacles with determination and resilience stands out because she shows strength, independence, and belief in herself. Another key sign of confidence is your ability to be yourself. Do you try to mold yourself into what you think others want, or do you embrace your personality unapologetically? Men notice when a woman is comfortable in her own skin, when she doesn't feel the need to impress everyone, change who she is, or hide her quirks. True confidence comes from knowing that you are enough exactly as you are. At the end of the day, confidence is not about perfection, it's about self-acceptance. Whether you have it or struggle with it, men notice. And the more you believe in yourself, the more others will too. One of the most overlooked yet deeply impactful things men notice about women is how they treat themselves. It might not be something they consciously think about right away, but over time they pick up on whether a woman values and respects herself, or whether she constantly doubts, criticizes, or neglects her own well-being. One of the first indicators is how you talk about yourself. Do you speak with confidence and self-respect, or do you constantly put yourself down? When a woman frequently says things like, "I'm so stupid," "I look terrible," or "I'm not good enough," men take notice. It reveals a lot about her self-esteem, and while they may try to reassure her, they can also sense when someone doesn't believe in their own worth. On the flip side, a woman who speaks positively about herself, acknowledges her strengths, and doesn't tear herself down, gives off an aura of self-assurance that is both attractive and inspiring. Men also notice how you take care of yourself. This isn't about looking perfect or following a beauty routine, it's about self-respect. Do you prioritize your health and well-being? Do you take time for yourself, rest when needed, and make choices that align with your happiness? A woman who values her body and mind by eating well, staying active, and engaging in self-care naturally exudes confidence and balance. It's not about being obsessed with appearance. It's about showing that you respect yourself enough to invest in your well-being. Another key factor is how you set boundaries. Do you allow others to take advantage of you, or do you stand up for yourself? A woman who knows her worth won't let people treat her poorly. She doesn't accept disrespect, and she isn't afraid to walk away from situations that don't serve her. Men admire a woman who has the strength to say no, to demand respect, and to prioritize her emotional and mental well-being. If a woman constantly allows herself to be mistreated, ignored, or undervalued, men notice that too. And unfortunately, some may take advantage of it. Men also pay attention to how you handle personal goals and passions. Do you invest time in things that bring you joy? Do you have hobbies, aspirations, and a sense of purpose outside of relationships? A woman who is passionate about something, whether it's art, fitness, learning, or travel, naturally attracts admiration. When you genuinely enjoy your own life and pursue your dreams, it shows that you don't rely on anyone else to bring you happiness. This kind of independence is not only appealing, but also signals emotional maturity. Another subtle thing men notice is whether you allow yourself to be happy. Some people are so caught up in their insecurities, past mistakes, or worries about the future that they don't allow themselves to enjoy the present moment. A woman who smiles, appreciates life, and finds joy in little things stands out because she radiates positivity. Being happy doesn't mean life is perfect. It means choosing to find beauty in everyday moments. And men are drawn to that energy. Ultimately, how you treat yourself sets the tone for how others will treat you. If you value yourself, take care of yourself, and believe in your worth, others, including men, will see that and respect it. But if you constantly criticize yourself, neglect your needs, or settle for less than you deserve, that too will be noticed. At the end of the day, Self-love isn't just about feeling good. It's about knowing that you deserve happiness, respect, and care. And trust me, men notice when a woman truly values herself. Men might not always say it, but they pay close attention to how you look at them. Your eyes and facial expressions communicate more than words ever could. Whether it's a lingering glance, a quick look away, or a playful smirk, these small moments leave a lasting impression. A man can tell a lot about how you feel, your interest, your mood, and even your confidence, just by the way you look at him. One of the most powerful things men notice is eye contact. When a woman makes direct eye contact, it sends a strong message. It shows confidence, engagement, and even attraction. Holding eye contact during a conversation makes a man feel like he has your full attention, which can be incredibly captivating. It makes him feel seen, heard, and important. On the other hand, avoiding eye contact or constantly looking around the room might make him feel like you're disinterested, nervous, or distracted. But it's not just about maintaining eye contact. It's about how you look at him. There's a difference between a neutral stare and a look that conveys warmth, admiration, or intrigue. A soft gaze, a slight squint when you smile, or raised eyebrows when you're interested in what he's saying, all send subtle yet powerful signals. These little expressions make interactions feel more intimate and genuine. Men also notice your expressions when you're not speaking. If you're listening to him talk, does your face light up with curiosity? Do you smile when he tells a joke? Do you show excitement when he shares something meaningful? These non-verbal reactions tell him whether you're truly engaged in the conversation. A woman who expresses genuine enthusiasm and emotion through her facial expressions is far more memorable than someone who remains expressionless. Another thing men pick up on is how your eyes react in different situations. For instance, when you're interested in someone, your pupils naturally dilate, a subconscious reaction that men sometimes notice without even realizing it. Similarly, if you're excited or happy, your eyes tend to widen slightly, making your expressions more vibrant and engaging. Men are also drawn to the playfulness in your gaze. A quick side glance, a teasing smirk, or a moment where you look away and then back again can create a sense of mystery and excitement. These little interactions can be incredibly flirtatious without a single word being spoken. But it's not just about attraction. Men also notice when your eyes show warmth and kindness, a look of compassion when he's talking about something serious, a reassuring glance when he's feeling unsure, or a soft gaze when he's being vulnerable can make a man feel safe and connected. The way you look at him in these moments can be more powerful than any comforting words. At the same time, men notice when your eyes reveal something you're not saying. Maybe you say you're fine, but your eyes show sadness. Maybe you try to act like you don't care, but your glance lingers just a second too long. Sometimes your eyes betray what you're truly feeling, and men, especially those who are observant, will pick up on it. In the end, the way you look at a man tells him more than you might realize. Whether it's attraction, admiration, curiosity, kindness, or even uncertainty, your eyes are constantly communicating. And believe me, he notices. You may not realize it, but men are constantly noticing the little things about you. The way you laugh, the small habits that make you unique, how you carry yourself, and even the way you look at them. These details, often overlooked by women, are the very things that make you stand out in a man's mind. Attraction isn't just about appearance, it's about energy, confidence, and the way you interact with the world around you. The smallest gestures the way you handle yourself, and the way you express emotions all leave a lasting impression. Whether it's your kindness toward others, your self-love, or the subtle expressions you don't even realize you're making, men are paying attention more than you think. So instead of worrying about what men notice, focus on being your most authentic self. The right person will be drawn to the little things that make you you, not just the way you look, but the way you light up a room, the way you handle challenges, and the way you show up in the world with confidence and grace. And trust me, those are the things they will remember.